Congratulations, family. I'm so very proud of you for purchasing and now accessing the Surviving Vegan Detox Challenge. I'm super proud of you for taking this step. Not everyone is as committed as they should be, but I believe that you are. You're watching the official Surviving Vegan Detox Challenge training video. It is very imperative that you watch this video in its entirety before you perform the Detox Challenge. For some of you who don't understand what comes with your purchase, let's go over that briefly. You should have received your digital download of the Detox Challenge manual. In the manual, you will find some very important information as it pertains to the disclaimer, cheat codes, frequently asked questions, the detox recipes, and finally the eating schedule. Please read the Detox Challenge in its entirety before you perform the detox. Please remember that this detox is generally for healthy people. We are focused on cleansing the colon and the blood, which is actually the easiest to cleanse and helps you move further along your healthy journey. For some of you, this may be the beginning of your vegan journey. For some of you, this may be a routine cleaning of the colon and the blood. For whatever reason that you're doing this challenge, please do it with integrity and remember that health is always wealth. With that being said, if you are on any medications, including birth control, you are not to perform this detox. If you are on birth control, you can perform the detox, but you cannot take the Cascara Sagrada. This detox is not meant for pregnant or breastfeeding mothers. We'll have a detox for you later on in the year. So if you have your detox manual, please go through the manual with me. Let's go over the cheat code. Cheat code number 1. Please try your hardest to get at least a gallon of water in per day on the detox. Yes, you can drink water outside of the times that's listed on the eating schedule, but make sure you're at least getting at the bare minimum a gallon of water in per day. If you wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, it'll be great if you can get your gallon of water in by noon. But if you wake up at 8 a.m., do not try to get your gallon of water in by noon. Try to stretch your gallon out throughout the duration of the day. It's really, really cool if you have a gallon of water and you mark the gallon with different times to encourage yourself to continue to drink the water. Yes, you can drink water outside of any time on the Detox Challenge, okay? Cheat code number 2. It is counterproductive to do this detox and you don't realize that there's a spiritual and mental aspect to this detox. Yes, you are removing toxins from the body through doing the physical detox. You're going to remove toxins through the colon, through feces. You're going to see start sweating. You might start sweating. You'll also be doing a lot of urinating. If that is you, you know the detox is working, okay? But we cannot forget about the spiritual and mental aspect of the detox. I want you all to take these 10 days and realize what toxicity you have in your spirit, mentally and spiritually, okay? Mentally and spiritually. What does that mean? Maybe on day 1 of the detox, you can write down all of the spiritual and mental toxicity you have in your life. If you're thinking negatively about yourself, if you're thinking negatively about your environment, if you feel like you're in toxic environments, I want you to become aware of that. So writing it down, okay, day 1 through day 3 of the detox, you can spend your time doing that, kind of taking a spiritual and mental audit of the toxicity in your life, okay? Day 3 through day 5, once you realize what toxicity you have in your life, create a plan for how you can remove that toxicity. Create a plan for how you can create boundaries, okay, to protect you from the toxicity in your environment, especially if it's someone or people that you cannot, isolate yourself from. Right? For the duration of the detox, though, I do recommend that you isolate yourself as much as possible. Refrain from, toxic people, gossiping, okay? Don't try to get into or engage in conversations that don't really serve your purpose. Stay away from people who kind of shun the process that you're going through. Remember, we will become hypersensitive. Okay, we will be probably irritable during this process. So we want to avoid people that would not uplift us. Okay, so before you start this detox, I definitely want you to think about what it is you can do to protect yourself mentally and spiritually from negative people. Okay, if you don't even realize that people are negative in your life, definitely take the day 1 through day 3 to label, okay, what toxicity you have in your life, day 1 through day 3 of the detox. Day 3 to day 5, I want you to create plans on how you can create boundaries with these people, or after the detox, how you can maybe break the relationship. That's totally up to you. But if you're going to be doing this 10-day detox, you cannot go back to those toxic relationships, those toxic ideas, those toxic environments, okay? Just like I don't want you to go back to some of the toxic food that you used to eat, I don't want you to go back to those toxic relationships. You may find in the detox, I'm super irritable, okay? I'm emotional. What does that mean? That means that you're not only detoxing the body, you're detoxing the spirit and the mind. Let those emotions come up. Don't try to act like they don't exist, but understand why they're coming up. What is it about this detox, or what is it that's in your spirit that is now showing up through this detox? Explore those emotions. Go deep within. Use this detox as an opportunity to go within and really ground yourself. Okay, the detox is going to do that on the physical plane, but it's up to you to do that spiritually and mentally. I definitely recommend that you meditate at least 20 minutes a day during the detox. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes before you go to bed. You can watch affirmation videos on YouTube and meditate that way by listening to the affirmations. You can go out in nature if it's feasible. You know, I know sometimes it might be a cold climate, so it might not be feasible to go outside, but I highly recommend, if it is feasible, go outside barefoot, you know, spend some time in the sun and just ground yourself and listen to your inner voice, especially day 1 through day 3. What is it that you're constantly telling yourself, okay? Detox, if you can, from TV for the 10 days. If it's possible to detox from social media, that's also a great one. But I understand if you have, like, you know, an online business, you might not be able to detox from social media, but try to limit, okay, your consumption of negative media as much as possible while you're on a 10-day detox. This is all about grounding the physical body, the spiritual body, and the mental body. If you find that you're on this detox and you're craving bready foods, that usually means that you're under a lot of physical stress. All right, so if you understand what your cravings mean, I want you to understand where they're actually coming from. What is the physical and mental stress in your life? If you're on a detox and you start to crave potato chips, crunchy foods, that means that there's a lot of physical and emotional stress in your life. If you're a person that craved sweets, or you crave sweets while on a detox, that means you have some issues with self-love, self-esteem, okay? You have issues with giving and receiving love. So all of these cravings will come up during the detox. Don't just say, oh my God, I'm just craving these things. I want you to go deeper and really understand what that means. So let's go through cravings one more time. Bready usually means that there's a lot of physical and emotional stress. Crunchy cravings like potato chips and things of that nature usually means there's a lot of physical and emotional stress. Sweet cravings, unable to give and receive love, issues with low self-esteem, issues with self-worth. And then finally, salty cravings usually means that the person is dealing with a lot of anger and aggression. So let's go deeper and understand and use this detox as an opportunity to isolate ourselves from the toxicity so we can realize what toxicity we're carrying around every single day and how we can alleviate that. Okay? So again, I want to say this one more time. Yes, we're on a 10-day detox to remove the physical waste. I did that part for you. As long as you follow the meal plan, that's going to happen. All right? But you have to be accountable for the mental and spiritual toxins that you have within. Are you ready to release that? I think you are, and that's why you're here. I have the frequently asked questions. No, this detox is not for anyone that is on medication, prescribed medication. Okay, if you're on prescribed medication and you bought this detox, please take the manual to your physician and have them review it. Maybe they can give you some suggestions on how you can alter it. But it does say on the sales page that this is not for people on medication. If you are on birth control, you cannot take the Cascara Sagrada pills. In the actual meal plan, I tell you the actual replacement for the Cascara Sagrada. So let's go over what the replacement is. If you are on birth control, you will use 1/3 cup of aloe vera gel. Buy the actual aloe vera leaf, okay, out of the grocery store. Cut open the leaf, rinse off the aloe vera gel. Take out 1/3 cup, rinse it off, and then you will blend that with warm water. Now, if this is your first time doing this, doing the aloe vera gel, start with 1 tablespoon of aloe vera gel blended. If you do not have a reaction to it, then you can go your way up to the 1/3 cup. Okay, but if this is your first time using aloe vera gel, use 1 tablespoon and 4 ounces of warm water. You blend that up and you take that drink at the time you're supposed to take the Cascara Sagrada. Okay, if you are able to sustain the 1 tablespoon, it's okay to move up to 1/3 cup of aloe vera gel. Okay, you blend that with 4 ounces of warm water and you take that at the time that you're taking the Cascara Sagrada. You don't want to take Cascara Sagrada if you're on any form of birth control, whether it's the pill, the IUD, it doesn't matter, because it reduces the effectiveness. And I don't want anybody saying that Arisha made me get pregnant on the detox, okay? So if you are on birth control, please do not do the Cascara Sagrada. If you will be taking the Cascara Sagrada, the correct milligrams is 350 milligram pills of Cascara Sagrada. You can take 2 pills. I know some of the bottles say 1 pill is safe to take, but 2 pills should be fine. If you do not feel comfortable taking 2 pills, it's absolutely okay to actually do 1 pill at that time. I have started this detox, but I have not had a bowel movement. What is wrong? Please understand, if you were not having bowel movements before the detox, you have to give your body time to adjust to the fiber in this detox, okay? This is not an over-the-counter medication which induces an abnormal response in the body, meaning it's going to make you go to the bathroom. This is a gradual change in the body. We're giving the body the high fiber that it needs to start to move the bowels. So it may take 1 to 3 days for your body to adjust to the fiber in the detox. Now, if it's been 3-4 days and you still not have had a bowel movement, stop the detox, okay? Stop the detox, and I want you to blend 1 grapefruit, peel it, okay? Peel it, and then blend 1 grapefruit with 16 ounces of water, and do that every hour or every 2 hours until you have a bowel movement. Once you start to see your bowel movements come, then you can pick up the detox where you left off. So if it's day number 4 and you wake up, I still haven't had a bowel movement, stop the detox, do the grapefruit drink, and then on day number 6, and you start to see you have bowel movements, pick up on day number 6 with the detox, okay? So as well, maybe you had bowel movements and you got on the detox and then all of a sudden you feel like you're constipated. Remember, this is a high fiber detox, and high fiber can cause constipation. So if that happens, you will stop the detox, okay? And then for 1 whole day, you'll do a gallon of water to help your body to adjust to it, and then you should be fine. You can continue. If you continue to have issues, make sure you join the Surviving Vegan Detox Club on Facebook. You can ask questions, and you can also email us, and I'll leave the email on this video. Next, frequently asked questions. I am feeling bloated. What's wrong? Okay. Remember, on the detox, you should not, or any other time, you should not eat and drink at the same time. Eating and drinking at the same time can cause you to feel bloated. Okay. Also, if you're not used to consuming this many high fiber fruits, that can cause bloating, and it's going to take your body some time to adjust. So just allow your body time to adjust. If you feel bloated, please do not try to rush and do the next drink. Give yourself some time, space it, okay, and just drink water until that feeling goes away. All right. So yeah, no eating and drinking at the same time on the detox or any other time in your life, okay? And if you feel bloated, you can skip your next meal and just continue to do water until you feel more balanced. How do I keep the weight off after this detox? Well, I'm going to get into that. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a post-detox training for everyone to help you understand how you should continue to eat after the detox to help you keep the weight off. Remember, this detox is targeting waste, not specifically fat. Although people are going to lose weight and lose fat, it's particularly signaling and targeting towards the colon. So it's going to target the waste in the colon. So the pounds that you're seeing come off is actually waste that's in the body. Okay, so the body removes waste through feces, through sweat, through mucus, and through urine. So you're going to go to the bathroom a lot, maybe 10 times a day or more. You should have 2 to 4 bowel movements every day of the detox. Okay. Next question. How should I shop for this detox? That's totally up to you. But I do want you to know it's best to buy fruits and vegetables that are fresh. Refrain from buying frozen vegetables because we don't know how long they've been en route, right? We don't know how fresh they are. So I'd rather you buy fresh fruits and vegetables for the detox. You can shop. Some people do 5 days at a time, if you're on a budget, or some people do the whole 10 days. If your first time, I recommend you do 5 days and then do the next 5 days, but it's absolutely okay to do all 10 days at one time. That's totally up to you, and that's preference. I am on the detox, and I am on the road most of the day, and I am also at my desk most of the day. How would this detox be convenient for me? All right, so at the end of this video, I'm going to do a post-detox training, and I want to talk about the circadian rhythm. Okay, if you have odd hours of working, the body doesn't really change based on our lifestyle, meaning how the body digests food does not change. So we just have to understand the circadian rhythm. So at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about the circadian rhythm. You have to use the circadian rhythm, okay, to reorganize the detox. And that'll make sense at the end of this video when you watch it and you understand the circadian rhythm. You will use your own lifestyle, use the circadian rhythm to restructure the detox, okay? And again, if you have more questions on that, please leave a question in the Surviving Vegan Detox Challenge group on Facebook or send me an email, okay? But unfortunately, I will not restructure the detox for you, okay? You will be able to look at the circadian rhythm, understand the circadian rhythm, and restructure the detox so that it fits your lifestyle, okay? Next question, how do I prep my meals? For the liquid, the mucus buster, and for the actual liver kidney flush, I recommend that you make those fresh because of the enzymes and because of the live organisms in the actual juice. I want you to consume that immediately. Now, all the other juices, you can freeze them. Again, I highly recommend you make them fresh, but I understand some of us have to prep. So if you have to prep your juices or prep your meals, don't prep the whole 10 days on day one. No, because it's going to go bad, okay? Only prep 3 days at a time. So you can prep day 1 and day 3, okay? And then you'll store the juices in the freezer, and you can store the salads in the Tupperware bowl with a slice of lime, okay, to keep the greens fresh in your refrigerator, okay? But only prep 3 days in advance. You have to store the juices in the refrigerator because there's no preservatives. They will rot very fast. So store them in the freezer and then take them out as you need them. Okay, but yeah, you can meal prep at least 3 days in advance. And again, I highly recommend that you do at least the liver kidney flush and the mucus buster fresh. What do I do if I'm full when it's time for my next detox meal or detox drink? You can skip it. If you're full, do not force yourself to eat because that will make you feel bloated. Can I eat something healthy that's not listed on the detox, even if it's plant-based? No. Okay, I highly recommend that you stay committed to the plan that I have because I built it that way for a reason. But if you are allergic to anything on the detox, or if you don't, for whatever reason, just don't like a detox drink, you can replace anything on the detox. For example, some people don't like to eat cantaloupe. You can replace cantaloupe with any other melon. Okay, or any other fruit that's on the detox. Maybe you don't like the liver kidney flush. You can replace that time with any other detox drink that's on the detox. So if you don't want to eat the pears, for example, you can eat any other fruit that's on the detox. But I don't want you to go outside of the detox. Now, I know people are allergic. For example, some people are allergic to almonds. You can switch out the almonds or totally omit that or replace that with any other detox drink or detox salad at that time. Okay. If I had to give replacement for almonds, I would say sesame seeds or sunflower seeds, unsalted, not any type of taste added to it, no chemicals whatsoever. And that's another thing. When you're shopping for the detox, please read the ingredients on all of the fruits and vegetables that you buy that's packaged, especially the prunes. Make sure it's not, made with chemicals or chemicals have not been added to it. I highly recommend that you make all of your juices fresh. Don't buy pear juice already made. Don't buy grapefruit juice already made because more than likely it's going to have some added sugars or some added chemicals to it. So let's talk about detox reactions. For some of us, we've been eating, a lot of animal flesh, seafood before starting this detox. So it is going to be a time where you may experience a detox reaction. Even myself, when I first started detoxing, I had been vegan for like 3 years. I thought I was genuinely healthy, right? But I realized on day 3, the detox reaction started to set in. A detox reaction can be anything mild, from a headache, okay, to feeling fatigued, or to something severe. Some people throw up. Some people also get flu-like symptoms where they have a fever and things like that. That is not the detox making you sick. But remember, fat cells store toxins. So the detox is going to force every cell in your body to release toxins, okay? And those toxins get into the bloodstream, may make you sick. If that happens, stop the detox, okay? And I have a remedy in the detox, in the manual, for a detox reaction. What you would do is stop the detox. If you have a detox reaction, stop the detox, and you will blend 1 cup of spinach with 16 ounces of water and drink. Now, some people feel better right after that one drink. If that's you, that's great. If that's not you and you still feel sick, do a green drink every 30 minutes or every hour. You can make that call for yourself. But you still will feel better if you continue to do the green drinks because guess what? Green drinks stabilize the body, vegetables stabilize the bodies, and fruit stimulate the body to perform an action. So most of the detox is fruits because I'm stimulating the body to release toxins. If you get sick or you feel fatigue or anything like that, stop the detox, and now we're going to stabilize with greens, okay? So yes, if you're not feeling well, stop the detox, do the green drinks. You can even do a warm, not hot, but warm shower. Most people feel well after that, okay? Let's move on to the next frequently asked question. Oh, that was it. That was all the frequently asked questions. But some of the questions that I see a lot of people ask, can I do this detox if I'm on medication? No, you cannot do a detox if on medication. As I said earlier, at least check with your physician. You'll be doing that at your own discretion. Other questions that I hear people ask about frequently is, what about the enema? How do I perform the enema? I don't want to do the enema. Can I skip it? I say do the enema. It's not as bad as it sounds. The enema is literally a rectum cleansing through an enema bottle. So what you'll do, you can buy an enema bottle out of out of Walmart. You can buy a Fleet bottle. You will empty out that bottle. Okay, don't use the contents that come with that bottle. Empty it out, and then you follow the enema recipe. So you'll heat up some distilled water on the stove, not in the microwave. Okay, you'll heat up distilled water on the stove. Rinse out the enema bottle. You'll put the juice of 1 lime into the enema bottle, 1 tablespoon of olive oil into the enema bottle, and then you'll fill up the enema bottle with the warm distilled water. Screw on the nozzle. You lay on your left side. You lubricate the nozzle with aloe vera gel or shea butter. Okay, you lay on your left side. You bring your knees up to your chest, and then you put the enema bottle in the rectum and you squeeze the water, okay? And try to hold the water as long as you possibly can. For some people, they go to the bathroom right immediately. If you can hold it, turn it onto your back, okay? Do a bridge and allow the water to flow down through the colon. Hold it as long as you possibly can, and then go release it in the toilet. If you've done the enema before, you know how relieving it could be. If you haven't done the enema but you're scared, trust me, it's not as bad as it sounds, and you will be grateful that you did it. I also want to add, if you're dealing with any type of constipation during the detox, do an enema, okay? That'll help to relieve some of the constipation and send you to the bathroom, okay? And also don't forget to drink your water, at least a gallon of water a day. I also hear people asking me about the lentils. Can I switch out the lentils for another bean? If you do not like the lentils, no, don't switch it out, okay? Just go ahead and replace the lentils with another salad that's already on the detox guide. So we have the flax salad, we have the protein salad. You can choose to do any one of those salads at that time. Don't choose another bean, okay? Do any other salad at that time. I know some of you asked me about the Google Hangouts chat. The Google Hangouts chat has been discontinued. There is not a Google Hangouts chat anymore. You can only receive free counseling about this detox via email, or you can receive accountability in the detox group on Facebook, Surviving Vegan Detox Challenge group. Surviving Vegan Detox group on Facebook. You can ask your question there. Somebody in the group will answer it, or I myself will answer it. As far as the shopping list, you see everything there. How the detox works is you have the shopping list. You go grocery shopping for everything on the list. You use the recipes to then create the drinks or the meals, and then you use the eating schedule to tell you when to eat those meals, okay? So that's pretty much how the detox works. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. Now stay tuned for the post-detox training to help you transition after the detox. Thank you. Welcome to the post-detox training, everyone. Maybe you're watching this before you complete the detox. Congratulations again on buying the detox. Or maybe you're watching this after you complete the detox. Congratulations on completing and staying true to yourself throughout the 10 days. This is to help you understand how to transition after the detox and ultimately how you should eat every single day of your life, right? We don't want to go back to the old eating habits we have, just eating whatever we want, whenever we want. That's not how the body works. The body has an internal clock. The body has a specific way that it digests food. So I want to teach you all 3 principles to help you understand how you should eat every single day, and especially after you come off of the detox, okay? Because I want you all to keep the weight off. Okay, so here we go. First principle we're going to learn about is the 70, 20, 10 principle. Okay, this tells you what to eat. 70% of your meals for the day should be carbohydrates. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, carbs. I know I want to keep the weight out, Orisha. This is going to make me gain weight. That's true and not true. It's about what type of carbs you eat, okay? I'm not talking about the junk food carbs, the empty carbs like white flour, potato bread, sweets, and things like that. I'm talking about ancient grains, okay? 70% of your meals for the day should be carbs. They supply the body with energy, okay? Carbs break down into sugar, which supplies the body and the brain with energy. So we have to eat carbs, right? 70% should be, as I said, ancient grains. So we're looking at carbs such as amaranth, spelt, rye, okay? Quinoa. That's a good carb. It's a seed, but it's a carb, okay? Those are ancient grains that supply your body with good energy or the good carbs. 20 to 30% should be protein that you eat for the day. Now, I understand that most people have different protein needs based on what they're actually doing, okay? So depending on what you're doing will determine how much protein you actually need, okay? You can do a quick rule of thumb is to do your body weight times 0.32. Your weight times 0.32. This is for adults, not children. So anybody 18 and above, your weight times 0.32 will tell you how many grams of protein you need a day. But 20 to 30% should be protein. And of course, I want to be advocating for plant-based proteins. 10 to 15% of your meals for the day should be fats. Okay, fats such as avocado, chia seed, flaxseed, those are the type of plant-based fats that I would advocate for. Now, we don't just put all of these 3 different types on one meal. Okay, I'll go into meal pairing in a moment. Next, the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm tells you when to eat. If you notice on the detox, if you look at the eating schedule, I don't have y'all eating salad at 9 a.m., right? I don't have y'all eating oatmeal, or you shouldn't be eating oatmeal as soon as you wake up, okay? We should be detoxing because guess what? From 4 a.m. to 12 p.m., the body is naturally detoxing. When you wake up in the morning, what do? You go to the bathroom. You should have the 2 bowel movements by 12, and you should be urinating, right? So you want to assist the body. We don't want to add toxins to the body, drinking coffee and eating danishes and donuts. All these things add toxins to the body and they further constipate you. So you want to help the body release waste. So if you look at your plan, you will know up until 12 p.m., you're doing detox drinks. So as you're coming off the detox, when you wake up in the morning, you have to ask yourself, what is my goal? Are you wanting to continue to lose weight? All right, you will go with fruit detoxes because fruits stimulate action. Or you may not be feeling well. You will go with vegetables because vegetables, they stabilize the body. So 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. is your detox time. You want to do your detox drinks. You can do smoothies. And I'll tell you how to create those smoothies in a second when we get into meal pairing. You can do smoothies, fruit smoothies, vegetable smoothies. You can do fruit bowls or small vegetable bowls, okay? Just no heavy protein, carbs, and fat. Now, 12 to 8 p.m., that is when you introduce your protein, carbs, and fats, okay? And of course, I'm talking about plant-based protein, carbs, and fats. If you are, continually want to lose weight, I recommend you have your heaviest meal of the day, meaning the most calories, no later than 6 o'clock. You can still eat, but just don't eat a heavy meal like, 10, 11 o'clock. 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. is your light meals if you are hungry, and your rest time, okay? So if you're hungry after 8 p.m., you can still eat, but don't opt to eat potatoes, sausage, and stuff like that 9, 10 o'clock. You're not going to feel well. You're going to be fatigued when you wake up in the morning because your body still has to break down that food while you're sleeping. So that's why we wake up in the morning and we're like, oh my God, I slept 8 hours, but why do I feel still like so sleepy? It's most likely because of what time you ate and what you ate. So you can still eat at 8, 9 o'clock, but I'd rather you eat fruit bowls, do a smoothie, do a vegetable smoothie, things of that nature, okay? So 70-20-10 tells you what to eat. Circadian rhythm tells you when to eat. If you watch the pre-detox training, I talked about those who have an odd schedule. Maybe you work at night, okay, and you sleep during the day. Use the circadian rhythm to reorganize your meals. So for example, you work from, let's say you work from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., right? What can you do? You can start your detoxes as soon as 4 a.m. So I have the detox challenge, I believe, starting at 8 o'clock. You can start your 8 o'clock drinks at 4 a.m., okay? And do that up until 12 p.m., right? And then when you go home, all right, you maybe take a nap until 6. When you wake up at 6, you can start your detox, your other detox meals at that time. So you're going to be readjusting based on your schedule. Circadian rhythm tells you when to eat. All right, last but not least, the last principle we're going to go over is meal pairing. Coming off of the detox, you can't just put a whole bunch of food on one plate. You're going to start to feel bloated. Even if it's plant-based, you might feel like you're not continuing to lose weight, or you're eating plant-based and I'm still constipated, I'm not seeing changes in my digestion. That's most likely because you're not following circadian rhythm and you're not pairing foods together. And I'm speaking to generally healthy people. I'm not talking about people who deal with digestive problems, chronic problems, such as IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or have some type of other issues going on. Talking about generally healthy people, or if you have thyroid problems, that can affect your digestion as well. Generally healthy people, if you follow this, you should see changes in your digestion. So meal pairing tells you how to eat this food. So the 70-20-10 tells us what to eat, circadian rhythm tells us when to eat it, and then the meal pairing tells us how to eat it. So fruits should only be eaten with fruits. Separate that in your mind. Don't be mixing fruits with your vegetable smoothies. Don't be putting kale with spinach and then apples. And no, we want to separate fruits and other foods. Why? Because they have different digestion times. A melon, which is high in water, will digest way faster than spinach, right? So we want to make sure we're eating according to how the body will digest the food. So melons, you're going to get fruits with fruits, right? Melons should only be eaten with other melons. So you can mix melons with honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon, but you want to make sure you only eat melons with melons. Again, high water content, digest very fast. Sweet fruits, that's bananas, dates, any dried fruit such as cranberries, raisins, those are sweet fruits. Sweet fruits should only be eaten with sweet fruits. Okay, sweet fruits only with sweet fruits. Acidic fruits such as pineapple, oranges, what else? Tangerines, pretty much all citrus fruits fall into the acidic fruit category. Subacidic fruits such as grapes, pears, those can be eaten together or alone. Okay, and I know a lot of people are following the alkaline diet and they'll say, how can I eat a lemon or a lime? It has like a 2.0 pH in its natural state. Okay, listen, we're talking about what happens in the body after you digest the food. Digesting a lemon or a lime is not going to make your blood more acidic. Okay, it's going to actually make your blood more alkaline because it buffers the acidic, cleansing the blood. So it's okay to eat citrus fruits. Okay, so those can be paired together or eaten by themselves, but for sure you never want to pair melons with anything else and sweet fruits with anything else. So that's the fruits. Now let's talk about the other foods. We have carbs, proteins, fats, meats, and seafood. Okay, then this last group is low starch, non-starch vegetables, and dark leafy greens. Now when it comes to carbs and protein, do not pair carbs with protein. Those are super complex foods. It would take a longer time to digest, and that's why we get the itis after we eat so many different complex foods together on one plate. You should pair carbs with low starch, non-starch vegetables, dark leafy greens. So you can eat rice with things such as, which is low starch, non-starch, bell peppers, onions, squash, zucchini, all those type of vegetables are good to pair with carbs. Same thing with protein. Pair a complex food with a non-complex food. So you can do proteins with dark leafy greens. So some examples of ancient grain carbs that I recommend that you all eat instead of white flour, potato bread, wheat flour, I would rather you do spelt, rye, amaranth. Okay, those are the ancient grains. Quinoa, those are other ancient grains. Okay, proteins, plant-based proteins, nuts and seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, almonds, cashews. All those different types of seeds are different types of proteins. Same thing with beans, black beans, red beans, which is kidney beans, chickpeas. Those are great sources of plant protein, okay? So yes, carbs and protein not good together, but they can pair with dark leafy greens, non-starch or low-starch vegetables, okay? Then we have fats. Fats, healthy fats such as avocado, chia seeds, flax seeds. Those pair well only with dark leafy greens. So no, don't be putting avocado on your toast. That can cause you to gain weight over time, right? So it's best to pair fats, super complex food, with a very least complex food, which is dark leafy greens, okay? Fats, dark leafy greens make a great pairing. Meats and seafood. Ideally, meats or any type of seafood should be eaten by itself because it's super complex. It's going to take a long time to digest, 8 to 12 hours, sometimes 24 hours to digest. So if we eat these foods with other foods that digest faster, it can cause putrefaction, fermentation in the colon. You'll have a lot of gas, bloating, itis, fatigue after eating. Ideally, we're supposed to wait 2 hours, okay? But if you have to pair it with something, I would say a dark leafy green or one low starch or non-starch vegetable, okay? So if you're going to do, I don't even want to say it, but you get the picture. You get the picture, right? So if you're eating chicken, eat it with, a salad or something like that. Or if you're eating chicken, maybe you can eat it with, peppers or roasted peppers or something like that. You don't want to eat it with rice and things like that because it's going to cause you to gain weight, it's going to cause constipation, and it's going to cause you to feel fatigue after you eat. So that's pretty much meal pairing and how it works. 2 other tips that I want to give you: never ever eat and drink at the same time, and don't put more than 4 types of food on your plate. So you can do 2 carbs and 2 non-starch vegetables. You can do 3 proteins and 1 starch, no starch vegetable, but no more than 4 types of food. So that would be, you can do rice with peppers, onions, and zucchini. That's 4 foods on 1 plate. That is how we keep the body working harmoniously with itself instead of going through stress through digestion. If you experience bloating, gas, constipation, things of that nature, that's the body going through stress and it's trying to tell you something. So please follow these rules and you should be successful on your journey. Hopefully you order the 30-Day Surviving Vegan guide as well to help you transition to veganism. If not, you can definitely join my course and just look for information. You can email me about it, and again, the email will be on the screen. Peace, love, and light, family, and congratulations on completing the Surviving Vegan Detox Challenge.